What is going on, Lakers family? In today's video, we got a special video for you guys today, and I'm going to be talking about a center that I think the Lakers should potentially target for this year's 2024 NBA trade deadline on February 8th, and that is center Nicholas Claxton from the Brooklyn Nets. And when you look at all the centers that I talked about on this channel, like Andre Drummond, and Nikola Vucevic, and Jonas Valanciunas, and Daniel Gafford, and the list continues on, this is a guy that hasn't been, much talked about, and I think could be a solid addition for the Lakers. Now, I will say he is 24 years of age, which is young, and he's 6'11". That's his height. He weighs about 215 pounds, and this is his fifth year with the Brooklyn Nets, right? He's been in the league since 2019-20 seasons, and he was drafted in the second round, 31st overall pick, and he played at the University of, Georgia, right? Now, I will say this season for the Brooklyn Nets, he's averaging 12.4 points per game, shooting 63.2% from the field, 10.4 rebounds, which is a career high for him, 1.9 assists, 2.1 blocks, 0.7 steals, and he's shooting 33.3% from three on 0.1 attempts per game. So he's not taking too many threes. He's not really known as a floor spacer. But the last two seasons with the Brooklyn Nets, he didn't attempt a three-point shot, right? And then the 2020-21 season, he shot 20% from three, which is awful. And then the 2019-20 season, his rookie year for Brooklyn, he shot 14.3%. That is, garbage. And he's a career 17.6% three-point shooter. That is horrible, right? Now, I will say right now he is shooting close to 55.6% from the free throw line, so he's not a great free throw shooter, but he's taken around 2.7 attempts per game, and he's played 37 games for the Brooklyn Nets. He's playing close to 29.8 minutes a night for them. Now, I will say he is under contract, 2 years worth about $17.2 million. And per year, he's making around $8.6 million as I'm looking at his contract right now. And this summer of 2024, he's going to become unrestricted free agent. So his contract is very reasonable. That's very cheap. And the Lakers could, afford that, right? Now, I would say, guys, he's on the trade block, I believe. And there's been rumors that he could be more available at the trade deadline than, people do believe. And he would add, much needed size on this team, defense. And he could be a backup center on this Lakers team, but I don't think he'd want to come off the bench unless he accepts that role, which would be very good if he does. You don't want to demand too much more, but if he wants to be a star in this league, I think that should be his role because I think he deserves to be a star in this league. He's just way too talented to be coming off the bench, and he could play the five. And I will say he's not known as being that floor spacer, someone that can knock down the three-point shot, but he's known for being a guy that can, catch lobs, get offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, and protecting the rim, just playing his role right. And depending on certain matchups, you can play him in the front court next to Anthony Davis. But if you're going up against like a Jokic, an Embiid, or a Giannis, maybe you don't want to play him, by himself or like on the bench. But we need him to play next to Anthony Davis in the front court because, Anthony Davis is, like 30, 31 years of age. So you don't want him playing in the front court by himself because we've been, begging for a big man. Jackson Hayes really hasn't worked out, and he's not getting too much playing time for the Lakers. He's getting like less than like 10 minutes a night. And then Christian Wood, he was pretty much, out of the rotation, started to get back into the rotation, and he's been contributing for the Lakers, getting rebounds, shooting the three ball. Not the greatest, weak side defender, but Christian Wood, he's not really known as a defender, and that's what you're getting with, Nicholas Claxton. Now, I will say the Lakers can do a deal for Gabe Vincent and Nicholas Claxton because Gabe Vincent's under contract 3 years worth about $10.5 million per year. And I believe he signed like a $33 million contract for the Lakers back in the 2023, free agency in the offseason. So he is injured. He's only played 5 games for the Lakers. And I know the Lakers are looking to trade Gabe Vincent. It's been rumored that he's on the trade block. And also DeAndre Russell's on the trade block. And there's been rumors that the Brooklyn Nets are interested, reuniting with, DeAndre Russell. I guess they want a point guard, so maybe they can look at Gabe Vincent. I see him more as a backup point guard, but there's a reason why they're making, Nicholas Claxton available for trade, or I guess on the trade block, because they're going to probably lose him in free agency, and I don't think they're going to want to bring him back. So that's why maybe they could get some, assets, a player, and in this trade, you won't be including any, picks, but maybe you would have to include a second round pick. We'll see. I'm definitely not giving up a first round pick, but Lakers fans, you guys let me know in the comment section, how do you guys feel about this trade? Thought I would just talk about it because it's very interesting. And all the other centers that I talked about in my videos on this channel, I haven't talked about this one. So thought this was just an interesting video. Make sure you guys drop a like, smash subscribe button, turn on notification bell so you guys get notified for future Lakers content. And I thought this would be a hypothetical trade, but I'm out of here. Peace.